What's up? It's the Wolfman. I am back at it again for the first time ever with the Geekespeakz pod. Today I am joined with the lovely G-Breezy, Sleepy, Tequila Thoughts, and RrittenPoet, better known as friggin' Haasman, Chris, the cameraman for GeekETV. Can you guys please start by introducing yourselves? Starting with G-Breezy.
Hey, I'm G-Breezy. I'm done this 4 times so far.
You ain't had to do all that, bro. Moving on. Sleepy.
I want to pay it. Well, I'll start by, I was born in a little town called Cook.
Oh my God. Muted. Muted. All right, Tequila Thoughts, your turn.
Yeah, what's going on? This is Tequila.
And RrittenPoet.
Okay. Got a fight.
It's really Poet, also known as Haasman Chris, anime extraordinaire. You know it.
See, that's how you do it right there.
Yeah.
Come in big.
He know what it is. He know what it is. All right, and before we move forward, today we got one sponsor, which is known as Sex Video Games. For you and your player too, please find yourself the lovely pack of condoms, spend the night bags, and even do-rags at wildrenegades.com. No one would sign me, so I signed my damn self. Boom. There you go. Any other opening marks before we start?
I'm still kind of salty you put your logos on comments.
I will mute your ass. Anywho, the first topic we're going to talk about today is Demon Slayer Mugen Train. Let's start with G-Breezy.
Wait, what?
So you will start with the one motherfucker that never even watched the series.
Moving on to Sleepy.
I watched the series, not the movie.
Oh my God, bro. Okay.
You didn't tell us to watch it.
I told y'all it was going to be, you know what? This is ghetto as hell. And you know what? It's right up GeekETV alley. Tequila Thoughts. Did you see Demon Slayer Mugen Train?
I mean, I really haven't seen it already.
You said what?
It sounds like maybe you're the only one who's seen it already.
Tequila, Swagatoris Rex. All right, we got radio static out this jump. Okay, so I'm the only one that's seen it apparently.
Tell us about it. How was it?
I wrote a review at geeketv.org, shameless plug. But I actually really.
Come on, we need a spoiler alert, girl.
I don't do no spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
I don't do no spoilers.
There we go. Just in case.
But it was actually a very good movie. It was very fast paced. There was not a moment where I felt like the animation was sacrificed in regards to like the actual pacing of the film. Everything looked as beautiful as we would expect a Demon Slayer anything to look. It was gorgeous animation all the way through. The storyline was captivating. I thought it was extremely fucked up in a lot of ways. But I definitely enjoyed it, and the ending pissed me off. I was sad. I cried a little bit, not even gonna lie to you. And but it was a solid movie. I think I can see why like it did so well in the box office. You said what?
I'm saying like that popular ass enemy. Why would you change animation? I'm like I know they didn't, but like.
Well, sometimes like when they try and do the movies and stuff, they switch it up a little bit to I guess to compensate for the timing.
But that's the thing gonna do. She will piss people off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's beautiful. The animation is gorgeous. I can't lie to you. I was sitting there like, damn, this is fire the whole time of watching it. And again, like I said, it kind of feels like just a continuation of Demon Slayer. And you're kind of catching up with them as they've been doing what they've been doing, like I guess in between seasons or mangas or whatever you want to call it. But it was actually very good. I actually want to go back to the theater and see it again. I'm not even gonna lie. It was good. I enjoyed it. I think I gave it
literally followed the manga to the T, basically. Like, it was it.
You know I don't read mangas, fam. Ain't nobody got time for all that.
Oh, so you did watch it?
I watched it, yeah.
Not him.
I've been still watched it. I said that time I watched it, but that's not reason why they ended. What you talking about?
Dang, Tequila has dropped out from the party.
No, he realized it was ghetto and he didn't want to mix it.
We are
Oh, he
ghetto.
back.
Hey, he's back. Hey, buddy.
Damn, I was just talking shit.
Alrighty. Well, okay. So, about to call you out shit. Poet, what would you call it? Like, how would you rate it?
Wait, is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'll make that movie. It got a 9 and stuff. It took a little bit from the manga, me being a manga reader and everything, but I enjoyed it to the T.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 9 on my written review myself. I enjoyed it too. I would definitely go back and see it again, without a doubt.
What the hell is he getting to?
Alright, so moving forward, the Mortal Kombat movie.
Can't get it done.
I have heard, fellas, pay attention to the topics.
Nah.
Hold up. Moving on to the Mortal Kombat movie. I have heard good things and bad things about this film. But I want to start with Poet this time instead. We're gonna work our way up. What do you think of the Mortal Kombat film?
So if we're talking about in terms of the fighting for the movie, I like the fight. Fighting is thing. But for the storyline, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting no high, real storyline. It's Mortal Kombat. It could have done a little better for me personally.
Okay. Tequila.
Can y'all hear me this time?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alright. You said Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah, the new film that just dropped.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I saw the first one, in the theaters, and saw Annihilation after that. You mean like I've been a big Mortal Kombat fan since I was a kid. But when I watched it this time, I love the action scenes. I love the fighting sequence. The beginning of the movie like set the bar so damn high. I was expecting that like throughout the movie with these fight sequences, but it was like the fight sequences just kind of let me down, and for them to take Kung Lao out so easily, I guess I was just a little upset at how some of the things played out around the end, and I'm hoping that they're setting it up for like them bringing them back as zombies and whatnot and all that stuff that they do in the games part of the series. But yeah, in terms of the movie, I could sit through it. I could watch it. You know what I mean? Like it was good. I couldn't figure out anything about what Cole was doing, but I mean, for the most part, this HBO Max subscription been killing it throughout this year. I can say that much. Because I mean, that and the King Kong, like for what I've been paying, it's definitely worth it.
That and the DC movies have been being sent over there instead of DC Ignited or whatever as of recently, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah,
but
I've seen a lot of their cartoons come over there.
I mean, it kind of pissed me off because I was paying for the DC Universe app, and I'm thinking, like when I think it was Constantine Apocalypse War that dropped or whatever, and it dropped over there first, and I was like, well, what the hell is the point of this app? But that's a whole other thing.
But I think everybody's consolidating because that's the same thing that happened with like CBS had its own app and Comedy Central has their own app, and now they're all Paramount Plus. I think everybody's consolidating.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that at some point it's going to turn into basically a cable package. They just need to just put everything on one group and just charge us $60 a month for that shit at this point. But all right, look like Gary dropped off. Sleepy. What you think of the Mortal Kombat movie? This muted. All right, well, they might be having technical difficulties. For me, I saw part of it. I have not finished it yet. I was too busy.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I was watching Yasuke.
This is your podcast.
Sweetheart, look. Check this out. I was watching Yasuke. Okay?
Got you.
Alright, that's what I was waiting for all fucking year. And we're going to get to that because that's next on the list. Because, ooh, boy, I'm about to eat this shit alive. I want y'all to know I'm about to eat this shit alive. But as far as Mortal Kombat film, I had a couple gripes with it. It's not like awful, but I don't think I'd go back and watch it again. I think I'd give it like so far. Like I think I got like 30 minutes left of the film. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Like something you see on FX randomly and you go keep watching. That's how I see it. I don't think it's like great though.
I was gonna say, what was the last thing you saw?
I don't even remember, bro.
Oh,
I fell asleep on that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I forgot I muted myself.
I fell asleep on it though. I fell asleep on it. Not even gonna lie, man. Oh.
So you still you ain't even finished watching the whole movie.
Nope, fell asleep on that shit.
So you ain't get to the best part of the whole movie.
Or Mortal Kombat, probably not.
Yep. In my opinion, the best part of the whole movie was when Scorpion came back. Yeah. His famous fucking one-liner. Yep. That shit was fucking amazing. I love that part.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
In fact, the tension of their fight was dope.
Yeah, that movie. Honestly, if they actually followed the story, that movie would have been perfect. Because the fight scenes are fucking most of them anyway. My one really only problem is they brought too many new characters. They based the movie off a game and have everybody, all the fans expecting the shit to be done a certain way, and bring new characters and have new origins. And Kung Lao, he went too fast. Melina went too fast. Like, goddamn, but
it was like their goal was to do world building, but they didn't spend time building the world. They just, I don't know if they pressed for it. A lot of these guys said they in it for 4 movies if it's successful. I was like, they should have just spent some time making sure that it was a good movie. It did look like they spent a lot of time on the fatalities. The fatalities was dope. When Kung Lao did threw his head into the ground and then had her, fly and go cut straight through it. I was like, yeah, that was my shit during the video game. Love it.
Okay.
And for the most part, the only ones that really stayed true to their character was fucking Kano, Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
I agree. I don't know what they were doing with Sonya Blade. Like, I don't know.
She was all over the place.
Yeah, they made her like Trailer Park and conspiracy theory. Like, I
you said Trailer Park.
Then they took the self-confident woman we know and made her question of them.
Like, and then Liu Kang. Like,
he was acting too wise and not hot-headed.
Okay. My man Liu Kang was getting dealt with like a ball, and I couldn't wrap my head around.
I'm still mad they didn't make him do his iconic noises.
Oh, I was waiting on that the whole movie.
And maybe
the whole movie. All I wanted to hear was his little screeches and shit. Nah.
Couldn't Raiden have taken them all to that in-between place from the beginning as soon as the temple was breached? Couldn't he have just taken them all there?
I guess he wasn't thinking about that though.
Plot. And that's all I gotta say. Plot.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on plot, and then one man literally had plot armor. So I was like, and Cole is a fighter that can't fight. And I was just like, okay, some of these things just seem character. Yeah, but he could, like, he's a supposed champion MMA fighter that couldn't fight.
mind you, okay, can we talk about the Arcana part, please? How literally that thing makes everything so weird. Like, for instance, Kano's Arcana, he's not supposed to have that. That's really supposed to be cybernetics.
Yeah.
Like, that's my problem.
And one, he was never a champion.
You can't be a champion getting your ass beat.
Yeah, but yeah, he was never actually like supposed to escape in their world, get away from Sonya. Then just started working.
All right, fellas, we going. Oh,
But
it was also the fact that Scorpion wasn't on the good side anyway. He was resurrected by fucking Quan Chi and brainwashed and all that. Also, what the fuck is Quan Chi?
All right, fellas, we're gonna have
Quan Chi
to.
that killed his family and not Beyond.
Yep, it was Quan Chi. Well, no, Quan Chi was he really set the order, but
Beyond killed his family. Quan Chi had the rest of the Lin Kuei kill off the Shiryu.
So yeah, Quan Chi, behind the Lin Kuei was the murder. Quan Chi the one that put it all in order.
All right, fellas, we're gonna have to move on. Ooh. So, who has seen Yasuke?
Oh,
what?
Get me started.
Hold on, y'all. Order, Jesus. I'ma call on. Go talk. All right, Yasuke. I'm sure we all have very strong opinions about this. We will start with Tequila thoughts this time.
I don't know why you want to start with me.
Why not?
I just finished this assignment recently. And I'm still wrapping my head around it. And
it's the mechas that it's the mechas that confuse me, right?
It's just kind of. I don't know where we are. Like,
I thought it was feudal Japan until I saw the damn mechas my fucking self. I was like,
all right. So it was like, okay, so we are in the past future or something like that. Okay, and then I enjoyed it, and you know what I mean, like Lakeith, like his voice, he seemed like he was the only one there that wasn't a voice actor.
Yeah,
like, he sounded like he was just kind of reading his lines, and I was like, you need to like act that shit out, like. Yes, I get it that his character is depressed. Like, depressed people have emotion, and I don't know. He just like listening to him when he's interacting with other characters was always bothering. He's not like happy, huh? It just sounded like he just didn't fit. He was the puzzle piece that really didn't fit in terms of voicing. In terms of the animation style, it's like I liked it, for what it is. I don't really have a high expectation. And, my kids, I saw a piece of it until motherfuckers started getting cut in half. And I was like, oh, yeah, I can't let y'all watch this. But yeah, man, I'm indifferent right now. I'm still putting it.
I feel that. All right, let's go to Gary, aka G-Breezy.
All right. Let me tell you what I liked about it. The animation style. Let me tell you what I disliked about it. Where does the robot come from?
I don't know, man.
It had my full attention until he dropped out of the sky.
I don't know, bro.
So once the robot dropped out, I was thrown for a loop. And that loop just continued and I could never get back into it.
That's fair.
I was trying to figure out, so we in feudal Japan.
Yep.
And they have technology.
Yes.
But they living in huts, burning lanterns.
Yes. We're in feudal Japan and they have a fucking mecha. Like, okay.
I get trying to make it interesting, but his story itself would have been enough.
That's how I felt because his story is crazy as hell. But
I ain't about to die.
For the drivers, man.
All right. Okay, so I got you. Let's go to Sleepy.
Look, I don't really watch the first episode. But,
Goddamn, moving on to freaking.
Don't disrespect.
Nah, go ahead, bro. You're fine.
Oh.
You're fine. Go ahead.
It's all good. Moving on.
Oh, okay.
Moving on.
Moving on to Poet.
Alright, so we talking about Yasuke. I'm not gonna lie, just like he said that yeah, I took a point. I was kind of confused about the whole robot part because I did expect it to be kind of like a little history lesson when I watched it. But beyond that, the storyline was solid to me for the most part. There's still a little hiccup that could have been engineered deal. And then, like you said, like with he's not bad, but at the same time, we have to give him what he is. Anytime he has done some type of acting, he's a monotone type of person, one key. But otherwise, the fighting, it kind of gave me a little bit of the whole Afro Samurai vibe. Not saying that it's up here, like Afro Samurai type of tier,
Oh my god.
but it kind of gave me the same feel like Lily, you got this whole
I'm ready to
character
argue.
trying to do either just deal with himself or do what he got to do.
I am so ready to argue.
So
Bro, did you say
I feel
Afro
like they should have
Samurai?
Did
you say Afro Samurai?
No, not in a sense. If you heard of thing, I didn't say it was on the same level. I just said that it gave the same feel, just like how when we first watched it, like, oh my god, we finally got a black samurai character, like that kind of feel that it gives again.
Tequila, what are you doing, man?
It's totally different thing. Listen. You asked my opinion, that's how I feel about it. So,
I mean, I said I was ready to argue. I didn't say you was wrong.
Go ahead. What Afro Samurai kind of based off the Yasuke went?
I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yes, like he's an actual historical character, though.
No, I know he's a historical character, but I don't know if Afro Samurai, the anime and video game character, was based on that.
He's not based on. They took inspiration from him.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense if you think about it. All right. So, I wish y'all could see me right now because I'm doing the Birdman hand rub. Y'all know I like to fry some shit up. And boy, I tell you what, when I was watching this shit here, the initial disappointment that came across my body while I was watching this shit, thinking that I was going to get an animated, flushed out, like, story of Yasuke, a figure in history that I've known about for a very long time and have always admired and respected, especially as a martial artist in my own right. This is not what I expected it to be. And that's me putting it mildly.
I knew you was gonna say that shit.
It's the method.
Look, bro, when this fucking mecha dropped out the sky, I threw my damn controller. I was like, boy, what in the fuck is going on? Is this feudal Japan or is this 3022? What are we doing here, fam? What are we doing, man? Come on. I wanted to like this anime so bad. Man, RittenPoet could tell you I was hyped as hell to find out that Yasuke was getting his own anime. I was like, bro, they're going to animate his story, his life. This shit is going to be fucking epic. And then I get this. We get this. What? We got a Russian werebear. A fucking mecha. We got Pope Antichrist the Third. And fucking what? I don't even know what the other bitch was. A freaking witch? I don't know. What is going on? Like, I really could have suspended disbelief if it would have been like just like some magical shit going on, right? in ancient Japan, they believed in all that stuff, so you kind of be like, oh, okay, I get it.
So
The Mecca?
what I found funny though was when the mecha dropped, I'm like, but when the Western Squad came, they all just stopped.
You know the thing that fucked me up about the Mecca?
In Japan?
Hold on. You know what fucked me up about the Mecca? This man was literally fighting Yasuke in a river. And then, when they meet him at the damn tavern, or whatever the hell that's supposed to be, he get a little bit of sake in his damn arm, and he start twitching and glitching out. I was like, what?
I mean, didn't he freeze the river though?
He was still wet. And fought perfectly fine.
Plot armor, maybe?
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's basically what I said. That's basically what I said when I was watching. I was like, okay, so this is plot. Alright. Like, I don't know, man. I actually struggled finishing this because I was just so turned off by it. I finished it.
Oh, you stronger than me?
Because I wanted. I finished it because I really wanted to, like, say that I watched it, because I said that's what I was gonna fucking do, right? So that's what I did. And I'm very disappointed. I'd give this, like, I really feel like they was like, yo, let's put together, like, a dope-ass anime in Japan, and it was like, damn, you know who's trending right now? Black people. We're giving it to Yasuke, boy. What's a black person that was in Japan? Like, it really felt like it had absolutely nothing to do with his background at all. And they just wanted a name that was going to make clicks, and that's really unfortunate to me.
They had a meeting like, how will this?
Yeah, it was just like, damn, we want to do this cool shit. What's trending right now? What's going to get the most clicks? Oh, Black Lives Matter is rallying right now. Oh, this is going on right now. Make the nigga black. And I hate to say it like that because I was really, really rooting for this one. The soundtrack is interesting. You know what trips me out too? The opening. Why is everything like a techno glitchy?
Because the person who made it was
acid trip. Yeah, like I was trying to figure that shit out too, and then Thundercat. Lord knows I love Thundercat. I don't know. This is just not what I was expecting it to be. I was highly disappointed. I'm not even gonna lie. I give this like a 5 out of 10. It's a solid anime if you come in there with no expectations for Yasuke, which is why I think some people are rating it high. Yeah, I think some people are rating it high just because it's a black dude that's a samurai, and that's fine. But that's not what I was looking for. You know, that's like me going to watch Avatar: Last Airbender, and then I'm getting fucking Star Wars, nigga. Like, what is happening here? So. That's how I feel about
that. That shit pissed me off in no ear.
Look, man, that mess was
The
crazy.
thing spawn me on the other side of the damn map.
All right. Okay, what's next on the agenda here? Hold on. Any other closing thoughts about Yasuke? Not a soul. Okay.
Yasuke was.
That reminds me, I did not post this video yet, but I need to. Did y'all learn that Castlevania season 4 is dropping? May 13th. Any anticipations for that?
Let's go.
May 13th?
I mean, like, is it May 13th or May 17th?
May 13th. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer. I need to post it. I fucking forgot to do that shit today.
I'm torn.
Torn from what?
I don't know.
It's coming to
or watch Castlevania.
Wait, what?
I think Castlevania is dropping the same time the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect is dropping.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I don't know which I want to spend my life on right now.
Both. Both is a good answer. I'm about to post the trailer now, but I saw the trailer and this shit looks fire. I mean, this looks like Ooh, I'm excited. Absolutely loved Castlevania. The original few seasons that they put out, I thought it was great. Even though it's short, the pacing is fire, and I'm excited to see what they do with season 4 because season 3 was a goddamn doozy. I was not prepared for all the fuckery that went on in that bad boy. Anybody else got any thoughts on the Castlevania season 4 trailer? Did anybody else see it other than me?
They better not throw any mechas in it.
It comes to this trailer though, but I mean, like they said it full circle. I kind of want to see how what the fuck is his Alucard? I want to see how his story is gonna turn forward. Because last time we saw this one,
boy, you know how that shit about to go. That man,
up their ass
look, that man had a threesome and realized they didn't love him at all.
Hey, well, I'm saying like he already has a giant mechanical castle.
That's all the mechanics we better see.
Oh my god.
He already has some advanced technology.
True. I can see that. Oh my god.
Can I just like? I can't.
Can't what?
I'm doing some shit on these.
Tragic. Alright. Bet. Add that to the trailer. Okay. So. I said a second sponsor. We ain't got no second sponsor, so we gonna dilly dally past that. We broke over here. At the Geekespeakz podcast. If you want to sponsor us, please email us at geeketv@gmail.com. Shameless plug. All right, moving forward to video games. RE8 The Village is dropping. For you noobs out there that don't know what RE stands for, I'm talking about Resident Evil 8. That anybody play the trailer?
Yeah, I'm not this because I'm not even on the gaming side like that. You both know I suck at this, so y'all.
No, they shot me in my ass.
Okay, so anybody see the trailer? Anybody see the gameplay? Anybody get a chance at the beta?
I don't too much care for most horror games.
Trash.
It doesn't seem too bad.
I'm actually really excited for it. It looked interesting as fuck. And I really feel like Resident Evil kind of reminds me of like the Fast and Furious franchise, like the things that kind of gave it its footing, it's not doing anymore. Like, how did we get to vampires? But okay, or at least I'm assuming they're vampires. That's what they kind of remind me of with the way that they act in the demo. Yeah, so it's supposed to be vampires. How the fuck did we go from zombies to vampires? It's beyond me. Just like Fast and Furious, these niggas are about to be in the goddamn sky with a freaking Dodge Charger with wings. Like, what are we doing? It's not even about racing.
This is a cop in a limbo.
You know, so
it was.
But I am excited to actually see, or actually get my hands on it. Shout out to Sleepy because he's getting it for me for my birthday. That's what real friends do. And I'm probably gonna stream that bad boy.
It's a real nigga's birthday soon.
Yes, sir. So I'm excited to get my hands on that. I know this is the next one these two jackasses are gonna enjoy. The new Mass Effect. What are your thoughts on that, Gary?
I didn't know when you said it. I have waited almost 23 years of my life for this. This shit was insane.
Y'all should wait until y'all want to Resident Evil. I'm on Blood and with you. That's what I'm going to live.
I don't even know what you're saying, bro. What?
I said basically while y'all doing all y'all Resident Evil shit, I'm going to my World End Review for the Switch and for the PS5.
Nah. See, you on that Resident Evil. I'm my Max Fiction.
Exactly.
I'm gonna shoot Gip. I'm gonna shoot collectors. I'm gonna fucking blow up a damn Reaper. That's probably the
I'm gonna be playing whatever the fuck I feel like. Oh God, no bullshit. If I want to play some Resident Evil, goddamn it, I'm gonna play some Resident Evil. I love me a good horror game.
I ain't knocking. I just had to make sure that man knew what I was doing.
It's all good. It's all good. We allowed to have different flavors, tastes, and conquests in this group.
I ain't saying shit went wrong.
Nobody's talking about you, bro. Hold your L.
What L?
Hush, while I mute your ass.
Oh, you gonna mute?
I'm gonna mute you.
That's what we gonna do now.
I got power. All right. Are there any other topics you guys would like to cover while you're on here? This will be probably a bi-weekly podcast. We'll see. It might end up being monthly. Who knows? I'm busy as hell. So
there's a serious topic we need to discuss.
What's a serious topic?
Back at it again for the first time.
Your attendance.
You said what?
Oh, your attendance. Yes.
Oh, my attendance. Hey, look, man.
Yes.
We gonna put together a schedule.
If the schedule said 7:45, don't tune in to 8:30.
Bro, I was busy. I'm sorry. Y'all know I be busy as hell for no reason.
That's the thing. You planned this though.
I know. And there were several fragos thrown out in my day today. Unfortunately, I had a bird in my vent system, so that was cute. Yeah, it's been an interesting day. But the robin's alive for now.
Threaten that robin's life?
I didn't. What are you talking about?
The bird decided to make a nest in my vents.
I didn't threaten anything. I said it's alive.
For now. Which implies that it has a limited amount of time to live.
Don't we all?
That hit harder than this shit.
Okay, so we have reached the end of the podcast. This was a very ghetto start to the Geekespeakz pod. But I think we got some interesting information knocked out here. Let's start with Poet. What are your closing remarks? Fart on his bars.
Say it again.
Okay, you muted. Moving on to Tequila thoughts. What? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Poet, I said, do you have any closing remarks for the podcast?
No, I mean, today, since everybody weekly, geeking it, you know, come join us every single time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Tequila Thoughts was our special guest of the day. I guess I should have said that in the beginning. Do you have any? Lord, I'm having a brain fart. What the hell? Closing thoughts. There you go. Closing remarks. God damn.
Yeah, I got one. What's everybody's thought on the recast T'Challa petition?
I feel like it's too soon.
Started, can probably go choke on something. I ain't gonna say what, but definitely choke.
I just feel like it's too soon, man. We just lost him.
I mean, all I gotta say is that I've grown up with fucking 8 Batmen, 4 Supermen, 8 Jokers. I got 3 simultaneous Jokers going right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, T'Challa's story should still be getting told. You know what I mean? It's no disrespect to the actor because Chadwick had 5 more movies that he was planning on being in as this character. And, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at my kids, and I remember when I was younger, I had Milestone Comics, and that was my shit because it had Static, and it had Hardware, Blood Syndicate, all that shit. And I was like, I remember growing up with that as, my little niche of, like black happiness and shit, right? There's this whole universe of predominantly black characters, and then they have worlds collide, and they fought and went on against most of the DC characters, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But like seeing my son and my daughter, they grew up seeing, my son is 6, my daughter's 11, but my daughter got a chance to see, War Machine on the big screen. She got a chance to see Black Panther introduced. My son, he got the chance to see the Black Panther movie. You know what I mean? And I was like, yes, I'm very aware of the mantle of Black Panther being passed down through multiple characters throughout the history. But T'Challa was always a part of that history. And I was like, I think the thing that people keep arguing about is like they're talking. Somebody says recast T'Challa, but they're thinking about Black Panther. It's like it's two separate fucking things, in my opinion. And I just wanted to, because it sounds from what I was hearing, it sounds like you guys, authentic to the heart. You down with some geek culture shit, and that you may have honest representation in this. And when I saw the petition, I honestly signed it because, like, yeah, I've seen multiple fucking people play alternative characters, and as long as it comes out of a place of respect, I don't have a problem. But I like to hear what other people say about it.
I personally kind of wanted to breathe a little bit, and then like, who the fuck would even replace him? I can't think of one actor right now, and it might just be because I have a limited scope of who's like, moving and grooving in these streets right now, as far as uh actors of that. What's the word? Actors of that quality, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like I thought 5 years would be enough for it to breathe. It's been what year did he pass? That was
Last year.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like 3 years.
Yep.
Because I feel like there's other things that they could do in the meantime, and I kind of feel like they should do the Shuri arc, but I don't think we're gonna get that as much as I might want that to happen. And because my thought was, the main actor passed away, give the mantle to Shuri for a couple movies, and then he comes back, right, like how he did in the comics, but it's a different guy. I thought that'd be the most graceful way to sort of pass that mantle on to a new face, so people can kind of get a chance for it to not be so bittersweet, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're about to play a lot with the multiverse too. So
Yeah.
like, it could very well be an alternate version of the same character, but in our eyes, it's a recast.
Right. Okay.
But how does the little multiverse theory go work out with the rest of
Hey Hassan,
the movies since they try to link up the movies, all the movies
We'll
together?
see what Doctor Strange doing. I saw that shit you were trying to pull back there. I should have fucked you up.
Whoa.
I'm also wondering the significance of what if in the timeline as well, because what if is being advertised like it's going to be this show showing alternate universes of things that happen, but knowing that the multiverse exists, those could be things that are very well happening right now, and that if we have a multiverse of madness, maybe something from the what if gets brought into the current timeline. That is just one of my thoughts on that shit too.
I can see that.
Doctor Strange with Wanda and stuff, the whole multiverse of madness is gonna be the gateway to bringing like the Black Panther and a bunch of new stuff for the Marvel universe.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's what I can see happening for sure.
That it's at this point, that's the best way to bring new characters in, especially like if they're talking about King the Conqueror being in Quantumania, and then we have Doctor Strange having Multiverse of Madness, and you seeing Wanda at the end of her show that she's trying to get her kids, and she don't care what universe she got to go to get them. You know what I mean? Like it's I can see that's why this Spider-Man movie is shaping up to be as good as it's going to be, because they're going to be taking villains from a whole different universe and putting our Spider-Man against them.
Pause. Who y'all think is the best Spider-Man we've seen so far in our generation?
That's a good debate. I think Toby is the best Spider-Man. No, Toby's the best Peter Parker. Andrew's the best Spider-Man.
And what's his name? The kid.
Tom Holland.
Tom is the best mix of both.
Okay.
I think, listen to what you think. I think Andrew would have been a Peter Parker cleaner than Spider-Man.
You think Andrew would have been a better Peter Parker?
It's because Andrew's talking as well, and just talking as well.
Andrew was cool as fuck. I don't know what you talking about.
Peter isn't a very scopy character though. Like he's kind of quirky a little bit.
He is definitely a quirk. Definitely.
Yeah, I think the thing that kept frustrating me, they always kept starting back with him being a teenager. It's like every time, it's always him being a teenager. It's like
he didn't have a whole series about him being in college.
That's a small percentage of his comic books. Like he's always an adult. You know, like they need to get into his other story, and I think Andrew Garfield could have been a real good adult Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I feel like I lean closer to Tom, simply because I think he's the best mix, and I think that's what's required to carry a movie. A lot of the times when I would be watching Toby and the Spider-Man suit, I'd be like, this shit isn't believable, even as a kid. And then, like, a lot of times when I would see Andrew outside of the costume, I'd be like, this nigga does not look like a geek. Like, he's too cool to be a Peter Parker. And then, I don't know. I think Tom, like I said, blends the best of them. And I think even if they didn't want to go the high school route with Tom, they definitely could have put his ass in college. He looks old enough to be college, like maybe not like near 30s, but like at least like, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah. Fresh out of high school, straight to college.
Yeah. They could have pulled that off with him for sure. Okay. Anyone else on the Spider-Man topic or no?
Everything that need to be said.
Okay. Tequila, was that all for your thoughts? Closing remarks? Okay. Sleepy, closing remarks.
Let me know. How's the war?
Next.
Boy, what? G-Breezy.
If you're gonna go watch anything, I say watch Yasuke. Stay away from the Mortal Kombat movie. Unless you like Disappointment, then go for it. Other than that, I'm good.
Okay.
It wasn't a complete disappointment.
Damn.
I'm not complete
disappointment.
All right. Well, as for my closing remarks, remember to get your daily endorphins, geeks. Work out your bodies as well as your minds. Both are important. Closing remarks. As far as geek-related stuff, I'm excited for RE8. I will most likely be streaming that so y'all can get my jump scares on camera. And I would recommend, if you're going to go see anything, go see Demon Slayer, because Demon Slayer was the hottest shit out right now. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. It's very far from a disappointment. I really enjoyed it. Once again, our sponsor is Sex and Video Games, so go ahead and check that out at wildrenegades.com. Get some protection for you and your player too, as well as some bonnets, do-rags, clothing, and all that good stuff, including boxers now. We have those. So, this has been episode 1 of Geekespeakz Pod. Thank you for joining us. You can listen to us anywhere that podcasts can be streamed. And also at the geeketv.org. You can download our actual podcast there. And also stream us on youtube.com/geeketv. This has been The Wolf with G-Breezy, Sleepy, WrittenPoet, and our special guest, Tequila Thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you later. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Stay geeky, my friends.
Nickname Lil Aragon. Hey, how I move, baby, better call me Twinkle Toes. I don't